The British Council is funded by the British government to be the UK's cultural relations organisation. So that basically means that we are about building trust between people in the United Kingdom and people everywhere else, forming bridges, sharing information and finding opportunities for collaboration. My role as director of the British Council's film department is partly to promote and showcase Britain's films and filmmakers, and by that we don't just mean directors, we don't just mean actors, we mean the film industry, the film brands, the good ideas, the kind of energy of our industry, to showcase that internationally, but also just as importantly to find opportunities for parts of that industry to interact and to collaborate with peers and artists and filmmakers everywhere else. The British industry is in a slightly strange position because, of course, we are an English-speaking nation, so we, in one sense, are kind of parallel with Hollywood, but obviously we're much smaller, and we're also very proud of our some of us are very proud of our European identity as well. So we find ourselves in a slightly strange position. Sometimes we veer more towards an American way of running our industry, and sometimes we champion the kind of European elements and the kind of European side of our voice. I think what our big challenge is at the moment is probably the same challenge that everybody else is facing. You know, we're looking at issues of piracy, we're embracing new technologies, we're looking at ways of exploiting the new possibilities for distribution, for exhibition, for the way people make films and enjoy films. So we're really in the same position that everybody else is in, but we do have a sort of slightly special relationship with both America and with the rest of Europe. Obviously, the British industry can look both ways. We can look to Europe for our audiences and for our collaborators, but also we can look at a much wider market as well. And we spend a lot of time doing that. We obviously have an affiliation with America because of our shared language and because of a lot of the talent that slips between America and the UK. But we're also looking, very consciously looking now at other markets. Obviously what we know is the BRIC countries, the Brazil, Russia, India, China, and so forth. Looking at new markets, looking particularly because it's now becoming so easy with new technologies for films to travel very, very easily into those new markets. So obviously we're very, very busily focused on those new markets and how to make the best of those creatively and in trade terms. The key to our support, the key to our involvement with EFP on the surface is a financial one. We make a relatively small investment, to be honest, into the EFP sort of general pot. And our filmmakers, the UK's filmmakers, therefore have access to an enormous range of support and different projects across the world. Film sales support, or access to the world's press at Berlin, or the industry at Cannes and so forth. It's a fantastic organisation for us, for the British Council, to be part of. It's a lot of benefit for UK filmmakers. The meeting that we have once a year here in Hamburg is a really fantastic opportunity for all the representatives from the EFP, and that's over 30 countries represented now, well over 30 countries represented now, to get together just once a year en masse and spend 2 days really kind of unpicking what kind of support EFP should be offering to the filmmakers across Europe. It's an opportunity for us to look at new markets, to explore the programme that we've been running for so many years, and really as well to share experiences. We are all the members have slightly different roles and remits back in our home countries. So it's a very interesting experience to kind of share examples, to hear about other people's experiences particularly in new markets or facing new challenges. So it's a really invaluable opportunity once a year.